So far, we talked about how a GC heap comes into existence and the implications of having generational GC. A natural question would be, how is a GC triggered and what generation is it going to be? In this video, let's take a look at a super simple example that just allocates pure temporary objects. I'll use PerfView to collect a trace. For those of you who aren't familiar with PerfView, I'll put links down below. I'm collecting a GC collect only trace, which is really lightweight and you can leave it on all the time if you need. It just collects informational level GC events. I'll let the program run for a little bit and exit. Now I press S to stop the event collection in the PerfView window. It takes a bit of time to write the trace file. Now let's open the resulting trace in PerfView. Under the memory group, you'll see a view called GC Stats. If you have not used this view when doing memory analysis, I would strongly encourage you to take a look. It's mentioned in many of my blog entries. We see only Gen 0 GCs being triggered. The promoted MB column indicates how much survived from this GC, so it's always 0, which is expected since nothing survived. In the Gen 0 alloc MB column, it says 4 megs. This means we allowed 4 megs of allocations in Gen 0 before this GC was triggered. This is what we call the Gen 0 allocation budget. You allocate objects in Gen 0, and after you've allocated 4 megs, a GC is triggered. In this GC, we'll discover nothing survived, so Gen 0 starts back at the beginning. And when you have allocated another 4 megs, another Gen 0 GC would be triggered. We repeat this cycle. This all seems pretty simple, but let me leave you with these questions. First of all, does the Gen 0 allocation budget change? And since we mentioned Gen 0, it would be reasonable to assume there's also a Gen 1 and Gen 2 allocation budget. So what do they mean? That's all for today. See you next time.